Good morning, grade 9. For today's lesson, pag-uusapan natin ang common computer problems, especially kung paano natin madi-differentiate ang hardware-related at software-related problems. Before we start, let me ask you, sino sa inyo ang nakaranas na ng computer na ayaw mag-on? Or maybe, nagagamit naman pero sobrang bagal, nagahang or biglang may lumalabas na error. These are examples of common computer problems. As computer technician, importante na marunong tayong mag-identify ng symptoms at possible causes bago tayo gumawa ng troubleshooting. Let's start with hardware-related problems. Kapag sinabi nating hardware, ito yung mga physical parts ng computer. Mga parts na nakikita at nahahawakan natin. For example, power supply, motherboard, RAM, hard drive or SSD, graphics card, monitor, system fans, and cables. So, kapag hardware-related ang problem, usually may problema sa physical components ng computer. First symptom, computer won't turn on. Ibig sabihin, pinipindot natin yung power button pero walang response ang computer. Possible causes are faulty power supply, defective motherboard, loose power connection. For example, baka hindi pala sira ang computer, baka loose lang yung power cable. So, ano ang dapat nating gawin? Check muna natin yung simplest possible cause. Check the power cable, outlet, and connection bago tayo mag-conclude na sira ang power supply or motherboard. Remember, don't immediately replace a component without checking first. Next symptom, overheating or shutdown randomly. Kapag ginagamit natin ang computer, normal na umiinit ito. Pero kung sobrang init at bigla itong namamatay, possible na may problem sa cooling system. Possible causes, dusty pans, failing cooling system, dried thermal paste. For example, kapag maraming alikabok ang pan, hindi maayos ang airflow. Kapag hindi nakaka-cool down ng maayos ang computer, pwedeng mag-overheat at automatic itong mag-shutdown. Next, no display or no signal. Ito yung situation na umaandar ang computer pero walang lumalabas sa monitor. Possible causes, loose or damaged cable, bad RAM, faulty graphic cards, or problem with the monitor. For example, baka nakalimutan lang nating ikabit ng maayos ang HDMI or VGA cable. So, bago natin sabihin na sira ang graphic card, check muna natin ang cables and connection. This is an important troubleshooting rule. Check the simple things first before replacing expensive components. Next symptom, beeping sounds or error lights. Kapag nag-start ang computer at may naririnig tayong beep sounds, hindi natin dapat iyon i-ignore. This may indicate a pause error. Pause means power on self-test. Kapag nagbo-boot ang computer, chine-check nito ang iba't ibang hardware components. Kung may problem, maaaring gumamit ang computer ng beep sounds or error lights para bigyan tayo ng clue kung saan maaaring may problema. Possible problems may involve RAM, GPU, motherboard. So kapag may unusual beep sounds, observe and identify the pattern because it can help us troubleshoot. Last hardware symptom, strange noises from storage. For example, kung ang hard disk ay gumagawa ng clicking sounds, grinding sounds, or buzzing sounds, possible na may problem or failure ang hard drive. Remember, kapag may sign ng failing ang storage device, dapat mag-backup agad ng important files. Mas mabuting may backup kaysa mawalan tayo ng important documents. Now, let's move on to software-related problems. Unlike hardware, ang software ay hindi physical. Ito yung mga programs, applications, system files, at operating system na ginagamit ng computer. For example, Windows, applications, antivirus software, drivers, system files. Kapag software-related ang problem, usually ang issue ay nasa program, operating system, settings, or system files. First symptom, computer is slow or unresponsive. Possible causes, too many startup programs, too many background application, and low disk space. For example, kapag maraming application ang automatic na nag-o-open kapag nag-start ang window, maraming resources ang ginagamit. Result, bumabagal ang computer. Possible solution is to close unnecessary application, manage startup programs, and free disk space. Next, programs crash or freeze. Ito yung situation na habang gumagamit tayo ng application, bigla itong naghahang, nagsasara, or hindi na nagre-respond. Possible causes, corrupted software, incompatible application, insufficient system resources. For example, baka hindi compatible yung application sa version ng operating system natin. Possible troubleshooting step include restart the application, update the software, check the compatibility, or install the program if necessary. Next symptoms is error messages or pop-ups. Possible causes include missing or corrupted system files, malware, or incorrect settings. Hindi lahat ng pop-ups ay virus, pero kailangan nating maging careful. Kapag may suspicious pop-up or unknown link, don't click immediately. Huwag basta mag-download ng files from unknown resources. Next, frequent viruses or malware. Possible causes, outdated antivirus, unsafe downloads, and unprotected system. Kapag infected ng malware ang computer, pwedeng magkaroon ng slow performance, unwanted pop-ups, and data loss, and unauthorized changes. So, ano ang dapat nating gawin? Keep our security software updated, download only from trusted sources, avoid suspicious links, and regularly update the operating system. Last software symptoms, update or installation problems. Possible causes, corrupted installation files, system conflicts, and interrupted updates. For example, kung biglang nawala ng power habang nag-i-install ng Windows Update, possible na magiging incomplete or corrupted ang installation. So, hindi dapat paulit-ulit na nai-install without checking the actual cause. Now, let's make it simple. Hardware, so these are the physical parts. For example, power supply, RAM, motherboard, hard drive, monitor, fans. Software, ito yung mga programs and system files. For example, Windows, application, drivers, antivirus, system files. So, a simple way to remember hardware, what you can touch, software, what you can run. Troubleshoot smart. Kapag nagto-troubleshoot naman tayo, hindi dapat hula-hula lang. We need to follow the systematic process. For example, step 1, identify the symptom. Ano yung eksaktong nangyayari? For example, computer won't turn on. Number 2, or step 2, identify whether it's hardware or software. So ask yourself, physical component ba ang possible problem or program system? Step 3, apply the correct fix. Kapag alam na natin ang possible cause, saka tayo gagawa ng appropriate troubleshooting procedure. And then last, test the computer. After fixing the problem, itest natin ulit ang computer. Check ang kung na-resolve ba talaga yung problema.